Shabbat Shalom. My name is Rabbi Renee Edelman, and I am a rabbi at Temple Shaarey Shalom in Springfield. I've often been asked if Jews believe in angels, and the answer is most certainly so. Within the Bible and in our other literature, angels appear constantly, whether they're pointing someone in the right direction that they need to go for their life, or they're at the right place at the right time. One such instance happens in our Torah portion today with Jacob, but it happens one more time in Jacob's life. In Parashat Vayishlach, when Jacob has to escape from his family after stealing the birthright from his brother Esau, his mother tells him to go to her people. And so he flees in the middle of the night, and he finds a stone and he lays down, and he has a dream. And in this dream, there's a sulam, a ladder, with angels, melachim, going up and coming down. At the end of the dream, God is at the bottom of the ladder and says to him that you will always be protected, that I will always be here with you. And Jacob wakes up and said, God was in this place and I did not know. The word in Hebrew for angel is also the word in Hebrew for messenger, malach. There's also an unnamed ish, an unnamed man or person in the Torah that points people in the way that they need to go in their life. So, our portion Vayishlach. Jacob, 20 years later, is going to meet his brother Esau. He doesn't know how Esau feels about him. It's been 20 years, he stole his birthright, and although he has a lot of things, he needs to receive a blessing on his own. So before meeting Esau, he sends all kinds of animals and gifts to Esau and his family. He divides his camp of people into two, and he prays to God. But he's still scared. And by the river Jabbok, an unnamed Ish begins to wrestle with him. It's an interesting passage because we don't know who he or he is. And they're both called Ish. But in one part of the wrestling, the angel, the Ish, wrenches Jacob's thigh bone so that he has to walk with a limp for the rest of his life. And the rabbis say that's why we don't eat the thigh of any animal anymore. And they continue wrestling until it gets to be morning. And the unnamed thing says, I need to go. Dawn is breaking. And Jacob says, first, give me a blessing. What is your name? My name is Jacob. Your name shall no longer be called Jacob, heel, but rather it should be called Yisrael, straight to God, or one who's wrestled with God and angels and men and has prevailed. The next day, Esau is able to meet Jacob at a different place, and they hug and kiss each other. But it's interesting to note that Jacob's name has been changed. He has grown up from being the heel of a kid that he was, from stealing his brother's blessing, to growing up and being the leader of a nation. I think that the angels are significant in this story, that they probably always travel with Jacob, making sure that he gets to where he needs to go safely, and that he knows that God is always with him. So I want to ask you a question. Have you ever felt that someone in your life was an angel to you? Whether they asked the right question at the right time and changed the course of your life, or whether they said something that made you change your perspective. Have you ever been an angel, a malach, a messenger to someone else? Have you given them a piece of their own puzzle to help them understand what they need to know about their life? I think that we travel through this world both as receiving gifts from angels and giving gifts as angels. And if we pay attention, we can recognize these moments as holy and significant ones. So be an angel, be a messenger, and give someone what they really need. You've got to figure out what that is. That's the message that I want to leave you with this Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.